Here we go. Question 1. Quick check. Which AWS service provides compliance reports and certifications for regulatory frameworks? Select one answer. Review the answer choices on screen. The correct answer is option D. AWS Artifact is the compliance document portal. AWS Artifact provides compliance reports and certifications, helping organizations meet regulatory requirements by offering access to AWS security and compliance documentation. Hey friends, welcome to the next session. 10 questions. Topic is embedding model types, regression eval metrics, and cloud governance. Each question gets read out, then a 6-second countdown before the reveal. Let's roll. Count everyone you get right. Your score matters at the end. Here we go. Question 2. Small wording, big difference. An ML engineer is looking for a relational database service that supports efficient vector data storage and querying, specifically embeddings from machine learning models. Which AWS service would be the most suitable for this use case? Select one answer. Review the answer choices on screen. The correct answer is option D. PostgreSQL wins here because of one extension, pgvector. Amazon RDS for PostgreSQL with pgvector extension provides native support for storing and querying vector embeddings from ML models. Amazon Document DB is document-oriented, Amazon DynamoDB is for key value storage, and Amazon RDS for MySQL doesn't have vector support capabilities. Next up, question 3. Pay attention to what is really asked. An HR technology firm, Fair Hire, audited its AI-powered resume screening tool and found that it systematically preferred candidates from specific universities despite comparable qualifications among applicants. This consistent error, resulting in inequitable outcomes, exemplifies which common challenge in AI systems. Select one answer. Review the answer choices on screen. The correct answer is option D. Systematic, repeatable, unfair, that defines algorithmic bias. Algorithmic bias in AI refers to systematic and repeatable errors in a computer system that create unfair outcomes, such as privileging one arbitrary group of users over others. This often stems from biases present in the training data or the model's design. Next up, question 4. The scenario tells you the trade-off. A retail company plans to implement a recommendation system for its e-commerce platform using a foundation model. The system must handle queries about product descriptions and images to provide accurate recommendations based on visual and textual inputs. Which foundation model type best suits this recommendation system? Select one answer. Review the answer choices on screen. The correct answer is option C. Text plus images means only one model type qualifies. Multimodal embedding models can process both text and images simultaneously, making them perfect for product recommendations using visual and textual data. NLP models handle only text. Image embedding models process only images, and text embedding models work with text only. Now, question 5. Identify the business need first. An online marketplace receives thousands of vendor invoices daily. The accounting team spends considerable time manually extracting information from these invoices, including invoice numbers, line items, and total amounts. The company wants to automate this process using AI-powered solutions. Which option best meets their requirements? Select one answer. Review the answer choices on screen. The correct answer is option A. IDP wraps OCR, vision, and NLP into one end-to-end pipeline. Intelligent Document Processing, IDP, is specifically designed to automate information extraction from documents like invoices. IDP combines multiple AI technologies including OCR, computer vision, and NLP to accurately extract and process structured data from documents. Fraud detection identifies suspicious activities. Computer vision alone handles only visual aspects. NLP alone cannot manage the complete document processing workflow. IDP provides a comprehensive end-to-end solution for automated invoice processing and data extraction. 6 questions in: PG vector for vector search, multimodal for image plus text, and IDP as the end-to-end document pipeline, not just OCR alone. Let us keep moving. Question 6. Check whether it asks what or why. Logic Path Solutions defines its principal technology as a clearly defined sequential series of computational steps designed to accomplish a specific operation or resolve a particular class of problems, such as efficiently searching through a database or determining the optimal routing for data packets. What is the general term for such a precise, step-by-step procedure? Select one answer. Review the answer choices on screen. The correct answer is option C. Strip the jargon. They are just defining algorithm. An algorithm is a finite sequence of well-defined, computer-implementable instructions, typically to solve a class of specific problems or to perform a computation. In machine learning, algorithms are the procedures that learn from data to create models. Time for another one. Question 7. The wrong answers are close. An ML engineer is tasked with forecasting quarterly revenue for a subscription-based platform. Which evaluation metrics should be used to assess the model's performance? Select 2 answers. Review the answer choices on screen. The correct answers are option B and option D. F1 and accuracy only measure classification, not regression. For revenue forecasting, a regression task, 2 key metrics are appropriate. 1. MAPE measures percentage difference between predicted and actual values. 2. MAE measures absolute difference between predicted and actual values. F1's score and accuracy are for classification tasks, while inference latency measures prediction speed, not accuracy. Let's slow down here. Picking the wrong metric type is one of the most common exam traps. Imagine you predicted $110,000 in Q3 revenue, but the actual number came in at $100,000. How do you measure that miss? MAE, mean absolute error, gives you the raw dollar gap, $10,000 off. MAPE gives you the percentage gap, 10% off. Both tell you something useful about prediction quality. F1 and accuracy are designed for classification, like, will this customer churn, yes or no? They break down completely on continuous numbers. And inference latency just measures how fast your model runs, not how accurate it is. The exam wants you to match the task type. Revenue forecasting is regression, so reach for MAE and MAPE every time. Let us keep moving. Question 8. Choose for this case, not every case. An energy utility, Power Grid Analytics, systematically monitors and logs electricity consumption for a metropolitan area at hourly intervals over several years. They use this dataset, comprising a sequence of measurements taken at consistent temporal intervals, to predict future energy requirements. What is this particular type of data, characterized by its temporal sequence, known as? Select one answer. Review the answer choices on screen. The correct answer is option A. Temporal sequence at consistent intervals is the key phrase. Time series data consists of a sequence of data points indexed in time order, typically collected at successive, equally spaced points in time. It is used to analyze trends, seasonality, and make forecasts, as in electricity demand prediction. Ready? Question 9. Eliminate before you select. An e-commerce company wants to enhance customer engagement through personalized product recommendations using generative AI. Which characteristics of generative AI systems are most relevant for creating effective personalized recommendations? Select 3 answers. Review the answer choices on screen. The correct answers are option B, option E, and option F. 6 options, 3 correct. Adaptability is the big distractor. 3 characteristics are essential for personalized recommendations. 1. Personalization is fundamental for tailoring recommendations to individual user preferences and behaviors. 2. Data efficiency enables effective learning from limited user interaction data. 3. Scalability ensures the system can handle large user bases and recommendation volumes. Simplicity and adaptability are general system qualities, but not specifically crucial for recommendations. Responsiveness is less critical, as recommendations don't always require real-time processing. This one's tricky. All 6 options sound plausible, but only 3 actually matter for recommendations. Imagine you run a store with 10 million customers. You need to show each person products they'll actually want. 3 things make this work. First, personalization. That's the whole point. Tailor what each person sees. Second, data efficiency. Most users have only a handful of purchases. Your system must learn from sparse data, not wait for hundreds of clicks. Third, scalability. 10 million shoppers browsing at once is a real load. Now the traps. Responsiveness sounds important, but recommendations are often batch processed overnight, not real time. Adaptability is a general quality. Simplicity? Good rec systems are actually complex. The question rewards knowing what personalization specifically needs, not what sounds generically good. Ready? Question 10. Map the qualifier to the answer. In the context of the shared responsibility model for AWS cloud services, which of the following best describes the division of responsibilities between the customer and AWS? Select one answer. Review the answer choices on screen. The correct answer is option A. Security of the cloud versus security in the cloud. Under the shared responsibility model, AWS secures the infrastructure, security of the cloud, while customers manage their data, applications, and configurations, security in the cloud. Let's slow down here. The shared responsibility model is a favorite exam target, and the wording matters. Think of renting an apartment. Your landlord handles the plumbing, wiring, and lobby locks. That's their job. You lock your own front door and don't leave your laptop in the hallway. That's yours. AWS works the same way. They secure the physical hardware across hundreds of data centers. You secure your data, your app config, and who gets access. Those two words, shared and division, signal the answer needs a clean line. Option A uses of the cloud and in the cloud. That is the exact language from AWS's own documentation. The exam rewards that precision. 3 takeaways from this session. First, pgvector on RDS for PostgreSQL is the only relational AWS path for vector similarity search. Second, F1, accuracy and recall belong to classification. Never use them to score a regression model. Third, the shared responsibility split is 2 prepositions. AWS owns security of the cloud, you own in. Regression metrics, multi-modal embeddings, and who owns what in the cloud, these are the distinctions that separate guesses from confident answers. Lock them in. Before the next set, a quick favor. Subscribing helps these reach more students prepping for the same exam, so please do. Tell me your score in the comments and where you struggled. If you'd like a certification covered that I haven't built, suggest it below. And honest notes on the pacing or the look are always welcome.